In this video, we'll be showing you how to easily stay in compliance with your specific manufacturing constraints with the use of the design rules. The PCB editor in Solidworks PCB allows you to define specific design rules that will monitor and check for specific violations in real time during your design process. Let's jump into a project now and start configuring our design rules. To access your design rules, navigate to the Home tab and then select Design Rules. This will open up the PCB Rules and Constraints editor, which contains all the possible design rule settings for our design. Each major rule category contains a series of subcategories, allowing you to define specific rules for your unique design needs. For our design, we need to configure custom clearance settings for our routes. To do this, we'll select Electrical in the design rules structure on the left, and then select Clearance. While there are several existing clearance rules, we want to make a new one. To do this, we'll select the New Rule button, and then give it an identifiable name so that we can easily reference it in the future. Now that our rule is created, let's double-click it to open and edit its properties. Because our rule is going to target different kinds of objects, we'll need to use the Query Builder to selectively target our objects based on Boolean conditions. First, we'll select the Query Builder button, which will open up a new window where we can establish our conditions. Next, we'll add a condition type and then enter a value. With our first query finished, select OK and move on to the second one. For the second group, we will again add the condition type and enter a value. Then we can select Add Another Condition to add our second targeted condition and value. Now that our query is successfully built, let's click OK to continue. You'll notice the query we created in the Query Builder has been automatically added to the full query section in our clearance rule. With our desired objects now properly filtered in, we can move on to adjusting our constraint settings. All we need to do in this section is change the minimum clearance to 15 mils. With our clearance settings finished, let's select Apply to save our changes and then select OK to close the Rules and Constraints editor. With our new design rules in place, we'll instantly see that there are several error violations on our board. If we zoom in, we can see the exact areas where we have clearance violations, and then we can quickly adjust them to remain in compliance with our design rules.